Hi there, welcome to Architect Interview Question Series by Knowledge Powerhouse. Let's go on to see our next question. Question is, what are the types of NoSQL databases? So there are different types of NoSQL databases that has come up. So as a architect or a senior engineer or principal engineer, you're expected to know about these different types and let's see how do we answer it. So in NoSQL, there are many types of databases that are available, and they are based on different scenarios. At a high level, there are four categories of these databases. One is key value based, which is like Redis database, and then we have document oriented like MongoDB, and then we have graph based like Amazon Neptune. So understanding these one by one, in key value based databases, as the name suggests, we store data in the form of key and value pair, and it's also called key value store. So what we do is that we create a dictionary or a hash. That is what like behind the scene implementation in these databases, where data is like stored like in a hash table, so that like we can get it very fast based on a key. So one of the popular implementation is Redis, and it's used in caching a lot. So it's a popular implementation of key value pair based databases. So in businesses and architecture, I have seen Redis or Memcache like key value pair databases. Then we have document oriented. So document oriented databases in NoSQL, they store data in the form of key value pairs also, but here the value is like a document. The previous version, key value were like value was not a document, it may be a smaller amount of value, but here the value is like a document, and this document can be a JSON format, XML format, or YAML format. So or there can be other formats also. So in such a scenario, we can store a lot of information in these documents. So the popular implementation of these NoSQL databases are MongoDB, CouchDB, etc. So we can use these in many of scenarios, like sometimes when we have to store some kind of bank statement information, or we have to store some kind of image information. So we can use these kind of document-oriented databases. Another family of NoSQL databases is column-oriented. Column-oriented is also quite popular because it's also very easy on updates as well as retrievals. Here, like if you have to update something, then you just update the specific column. So in this case, the column oriented databases, they store data by columns rather than by rows. If you remember in RDBMS and other places, we store data like in rows. Here in columns, so columns are like vertical partitioning kind of a thing. And the primary use case behind these databases is in ETL processes like extract, transform, load processes. Here, if we store the data in column format, it's much easier for a database to access the specific column rather than scanning all the rows and all the columns to serve a query. So that way, the performance is very high in column-oriented databases. And these are also known as columnar database systems. And like in column, what happens is that we store the data like like a string type or like integer type. So the column data of specific type is stored in a separate nodes that can be done. And also whenever the data is of different types, we can use different kind of compression mechanism, so the data is stored efficiently. Like string can be compressed in a separate way, whereas the integers can be in a different way. Some of the popular examples of column-oriented databases are HBase, Cassandra, Bigtable. So these are all like column-oriented databases, and they are very useful for online analytical processing system. As I mentioned, like it's pretty much used in ETL. So OLAP systems use a lot of ETL steps. Based on that, in recent time, NoSQL databases of column orientation, they are getting very popular. Okay, the last category that we have is graph-based databases. So they use graph data structure for storing and retrieving data. And in a graph, data is stored as nodes and edges. An edge is a relationship. So here, like, there is a very large collection of nodes and edges like LinkedIn data or like Facebook data. In such a scenario, we try to store it like because the searches are also in the graph form. So you want to search like friends of friends, so that way the graph specific around your network is being searched. So in such a scenario, it's better to store this kind of data in a graph-based database. So whenever you have this kind of relationships where a graph structure is formed, then you need to store graph databases. And some of the popular implementations are Neo4j, which is very popular. And then Amazon has its own offering, Amazon Neptune. And then there is OrientDB. So these are the different types of NoSQL databases that you can use in your project. So, and also like when you're interviewing at that time, if you are given a system design question, then you are expected to answer based on like your choice of database based on the use case that you're trying to solve. So whether it's a graph based or you want to put document oriented or key value pair, where would you fit what kind of database? All right, if you have any questions, please post in the comments and we'll be happy to answer it for you. And thanks for listening, and do subscribe to this channel so that you can get updates on the latest questions.